Depression, a word that echoes softly, but hides an ocean of pain and complexity. Across the world, over 300 million people live with depression. In the United States alone, nearly 10% of adults live with depression. It is the leading cause of disability on our planet. Yet, despite its reach, it remains one of the most misunderstood illnesses of our time. We live in an age where we can explore galaxies, sequence DNA, and map the human brain. But when it comes to the landscape of the human mind, our understanding is still filled with shadows. So, what is depression? And why does it have such power over human life? The difference between sadness and depression. Everyone feels sad sometimes. Sadness is a natural human emotion, a signal that something in our life needs attention. You lose a loved one. You fail an exam. A friend lets you down. Sadness visits, stays for a while, and eventually fades. But depression is not a visitor. It is a storm that settles in and refuses to leave. Clinical depression, or major depressive disorder, is not about weakness, laziness, or lack of willpower. It is a medical condition with biological roots and psychological consequences. It's not something you can snap out of. No amount of motivation or positive thinking can fix what is, at its core, a malfunction in the brain's chemistry and communication systems. The hardest thing about depression is that it often hides in plain sight. A person can laugh, work, talk to friends, and appear completely fine, while inside, they are slowly fading away. That's why depression is sometimes called the invisible illness. It doesn't leave scars on the skin. It doesn't cause fever or visible wounds. Its symptoms live inside, in thoughts, in emotions, in the silent heaviness that follows every step. Some describe it as a fog that blurs reality. Others, as a black hole that pulls every emotion inward. For some, it's a numbness, the complete absence of feeling. Depression can express itself in many ways. The official diagnosis, according to psychiatric guidelines, requires at least 5 symptoms lasting 2 weeks or more. A persistent low mood, loss of interest in activities once enjoyed, changes in appetite or weight, insomnia, or sleeping too much, fatigue and loss of energy, difficulty concentrating, feelings of worthlessness or excessive guilt, psychomotor agitation or slowing down, and recurrent thoughts of death or suicide. But even this list doesn't capture the full reality. Each person's experience of depression is unique, shaped by personality, biology, and life story. For some, it feels like constant exhaustion. For others, like being trapped in a room where the walls are slowly closing in, inside the depressed brain. To understand depression, we must look inside the brain itself. In recent decades, neuroscientists have discovered that depression changes both the structure and function of the brain. Imaging studies reveal smaller frontal lobes, the region responsible for decision-making and emotional regulation. The hippocampus, which controls memory and learning, can shrink over time under chronic stress and depression. At the microscopic level, the communication between neurons weakens. Neurotransmitters, tiny chemical messengers like serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine, fall out of balance. Serotonin helps regulate mood and sleep. Dopamine controls motivation and pleasure. Norepinephrine influences alertness and focus. When these messengers misfire, the emotional world begins to collapse. Depression also affects the endocrine system. Cortisol, the stress hormone, rises continuously, keeping the body in a state of alert, even when there's no danger. Over time, this damages neurons and weakens immune responses. Even sleep is affected. Depressed brains often show shortened deep sleep and abnormal REM cycles, the phase where we dream. That's why people with depression often wake up tired, no matter how long they sleep. The roots of depression. But what causes depression in the first place? There's no single answer. Science points to a complex interaction between genes, brain chemistry, and environment. Some people inherit a genetic vulnerability, a predisposition that makes their brains more sensitive to stress or trauma. Others develop depression after years of emotional pain, abuse, or neglect. Childhood experiences can leave deep biological imprints. A child who grows up in fear or instability may develop a nervous system that constantly expects danger, even in adulthood. And then there are social causes. Isolation, poverty, discrimination, and burnout all increase the risk of depression. We live in a world of constant comparison, where social media shows everyone's highlights but hides their pain. For many, this creates a deep sense of inadequacy, a feeling of not being enough. Despite how common it is, depression still carries a heavy stigma. People fear being judged, dismissed, or seen as weak. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, it takes the average person over 10 years to seek professional help after symptoms begin. During that time, lives are put on hold, relationships crumble, dreams fade, and the illness grows deeper roots. But depression is not a choice. It is not a lack of gratitude or faith. It is a medical condition, just as real as diabetes or asthma. Hope and treatment. The good news is, depression is treatable. With the right support, recovery is possible. There are many paths to healing. Therapy helps people explore thoughts and emotions, replace negative patterns, and build resilience. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, is especially effective. It trains the brain to challenge destructive beliefs and rebuild healthier ones. Medication can also play a key role. Antidepressants adjust brain chemistry, allowing neurotransmitters to function properly again. In more severe cases, treatments like electroconvulsive therapy or transcranial magnetic stimulation can reawaken parts of the brain that have gone quiet. And for some, simple lifestyle changes, like regular exercise, sleep, sunlight, and social connection, can make a profound difference. Healing is not linear. Some days are better, others worse. But every small step forward counts. If someone you know is struggling, your role can be vital. Start by listening, without judgment. Avoid saying things like, "cheer up," or "others have it worse." Instead say, "I'm here for you. You're not alone. What can I do to help?" Offer practical help, like finding a therapist, driving them to an appointment, or simply being there in silence. Sometimes, just sitting with someone in their darkness is more powerful than any words. If they express suicidal thoughts, take it seriously. Encourage them to reach out to a mental health professional or call a local crisis line. Asking about suicide does not increase the risk. It reduces it. Your compassion could save a life. Depression and the future of science. The future of depression research is filled with hope. Scientists are exploring neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself. New treatments aim to help the brain build new, healthier pathways. Advanced imaging now allows researchers to see how emotions move through the brain in real time. AI models are being trained to detect early signs of depression through voice, facial expression, and language patterns. We are also learning how the gut microbiome, the bacteria living inside our intestines, can influence mood and mental health. It turns out that depression isn't just in the mind. It's in the body, the environment, and even the microorganisms we carry within us. Depression may be a dark chapter in the story of life, but it is not the end. Recovery is possible, hope is real, and no one deserves to suffer in silence. If you are struggling, reach out. Talk to someone. There is no shame in needing help, because depression is not a reflection of your worth. It's a reflection of your humanity. We are fragile, we are complex, and sometimes we break, but we can heal. Understanding depression isn't just about medicine or science. It's about empathy, it's about listening, and it's about creating a world where no one has to hide their pain behind a smile. The more we talk, the less we fear. The more we understand, the more we heal. Because silence doesn't cure, understanding does. Though depression can feel endless, there is hope. Many people find relief and healing through treatment, self-care, and connection. Science continues to learn more, and new therapies are emerging. The mind and spirit are resilient, capable of renewal and growth. As you drift towards sleep tonight, may you carry with you a sense of peace and gentle understanding. Whether for yourself or for those you love, you are not alone. The journey through darkness can lead to a deeper light. Thank you for joining me in this quiet exploration. May your night be restful, your dreams gentle, and your heart light. Good night from Solace Science.